Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Um, I hope that you are joining me this morning. I'm here today to celebrate. But before I get started, I want to introduce myself. I'm Sonia Falayan. This is my YouTube channel, Mind and Manna. And I'm actually recording this on StreamYard today. And I'm sending this broadcast to several platforms. I have to admit that I have been trying to figure out how to pull up comments as they come from YouTube, and I haven't figured that out yet. So if you happen to see this today, please do feel free to comment. I will come through after the broadcast is over and respond to your questions or comments. And also, if you are watching this broadcast after it has aired, please continue to write your comments in and I will respond as well. So, with that being said, I'm on here today to celebrate. I have reached a new milestone on my YouTube channel and I have now officially 800 subscribers. 800 subscribers. I actually had a couple more yesterday, and I wanted to thank Brian K. McNeil for helping me go over the top yesterday. But the numbers do fluctuate and change. But I'm right at 800 subscribers right now. And you may ask, well, why are you celebrating now? Why don't you wait till you have 1,000 subscribers and you can start monetizing your channel? Because I really am thankful for every subscriber that I have and every milestone, every 100 new subscribers I am celebrating up until I am able to monetize my channel. And even then, I'm still going to celebrate the milestones that I'm able to achieve. This is also my YouTube birthday. I actually launched this channel under another name probably 7 or 8 years ago, not having a single clue as to what to do with it or how to use it. But in the last year, I made a conscious decision to begin to grow my channel organically and to allow it to take its time to gather momentum so that within a few years of launching it, I would be able to take it to another level. So as of right now, I have 800 subscribers, which is really a blessing for me because I was stuck at 657 subscribers for the longest time. And then, bit by bit, the numbers have begun to grow again. I also want to acknowledge the fact that I want to acknowledge Stephanie Perry and her class, Get Found on YouTube. I have taken her class twice, and I do give her credit for giving me some tools and tips to actually manage and begin to grow this channel. So if you've not taken her class, How to Get Found on YouTube under Stephanie Perry, I highly encourage that you take the class. It's a good class. It's well worth the investment. And you'll meet some people along the way that you can collaborate with. So thank you for 800 subscribers. I'm really, really excited. I'm just going to keep going. I also am a firm believer in the compound effect. And that is, I believe in doing small, consistent steps over time to get big results. So I have moved from doing massive shifts and, momentous overnighters and, long hauls. I'm just kind of doing things gently, step by step, but being consistent about it. And I am seeing some results. So thank you again. And thank you, Stephanie Perry. So I wanted to say one of the things that I wanted to talk about today in relation to the celebration is, for those of you who don't know me, as I said, I'm Sonia Falayan, and I really love to help women, especially Black women. I love to help us to improve our finances, increase our cash flow, become more knowledgeable about money so that we can level up to the intentional lifestyles that will provide us uh, um, freedom, rest, travel, ease, access to a softer life, which I think is really, really important for overall mental health and well being. It also is a great way to model how things should be for our families, especially our daughters. Um, uh, and part of that is being able to minister to women who are interested in spending an extended time off of work, reevaluating their relationship with work, and also women who are really interested in living abroad for at least part of the year or all of the year. So that's who I help. That's who this channel is designed to serve, to center those voices. I'm also very happy when I can share something that is of interest and value to anyone who listens to it. So I do want to make sure that I am presenting information that is of value, and hopefully anyone who listens um, can glean something for it. But I also want to be very clear about the voices and the needs that I center on this channel. I also want to give a shout out to a couple of the trolls on this account. There are a couple. I mean, you're not going to be on social media or have a growing channel without a few. And one of the persistent questions that comes from people trying to give me a hard time is, well, why do you want to talk? Why is your message only for Black women? And why do you want to center those voices? Because it's important. Because it's important. And I've also addressed that issue in a couple of YouTube videos. So um, if you're really, really wanting to know more about it and you've missed it before, you can certainly go through the videos and pick up that information as to why I do center the voices of Black women. It's important, it's timely, and it's relevant. So, with that being said, I want to talk about five massive mistakes that Black women make as they are contemplating moving abroad, um, taking some extended time off from that job or that workplace, things that really help to keep us stuck and from expanding our territory. So I want to talk about five overarching things that I'm seeing and that women are sharing with me, that I'm also seeing in terms of some of the things that other YouTubers who are living abroad and creating audiences and support, some of the things that they have noticed as well. I also want to give a uh, a special shout out this morning to Cartes Ross, who has the YouTube channel Move Abroad and Thrive. He's doing great work in Merida, Mexico, ushering in families who are looking to come to Mexico to create a new way of life, a new way of living. I get a lot of inspiration from his channel. And also, I wanted to give a special shout out to H&D Abroad, who I also get a lot of inspiration from. Coach Donna J, um, Angela and Lamar. There are many of us out here on YouTube. We are actually creating a whole new family of YouTube support. Um, and I'm inspired by them all. And of course, I'm inspired by Stephanie Perry and Rashida Dow from the Exodus Summit. So that being said, let me go on. Let me share with you the five of the major things that I'm seeing that I think are really getting away and eating away at people's time and keeping them in one spot. And the first thing I want to say is, I'm seeing that many of you are overanalyzing, over intellectualizing. It's very important to do some research, absolutely. But you have to get your feet on the ground. If you are planning to move to Mexico or any place else, one of the mistakes that I'm seeing is people trying to get everything, all their information through the internet or through other people's experiences. You have to get your feet on the ground here so that you can have a sense of the context of how things work, what it feels like, what it looks like, even the terrain. Being grounded in a place is very important as you're making some decisions to move. So, overanalyzing, over intellectualizing, trying to get all your information through interviews, and without making the investment and the commitment to be where you want to explore. It's a time waster, and it's not going to get you what you need. You have to go ahead and figure out, if you need to, what sacrifices you need to make in order to be here long enough for you to kind of get a sense of how things roll. Okay, the second one, and I see this a lot, is spending a lot of time, too much time, listening to the fears of family and friends, church members, the pastor, your sorority sisters, people who love you, truly love you, and mean well, but who see you through a narrow window instead of the space that you see for yourself, the expanded space that you see for yourself. People see you in a narrow through a narrow lens in terms of what they're accustomed to, how they see you, how they think you should be, what they understand you to be. But you have dreams and visions and goals that far exceed anything anyone has ever, that you've ever even told anybody about. So the second thing is being moved by fear instead of the knowledge that's based on the research you've already conducted and your intuition and your prayers. Okay, that's the second one. The third one is being unwilling to consider new possibilities, new solutions, new lifestyle options. Maybe moving abroad isn't going to look the way it looks in the United States. Maybe you'll share housing. Maybe you'll live in a smaller place. Maybe you'll actually make plans to buy something with your savings and investments that you probably could not afford in the United States. Not to say that it's all going to be cheap, but maybe you'll figure out some options and some housing arrangements that will allow you to have more choices and more options. So the third thing that I'm seeing that's getting in the way of people making the moves they want to make is being stuck in tradition. Okay, so let's move to number 4. It's being unwilling to let go of objects, memories, heirlooms, artifacts, those things that keep you stuck in a time, space, and history conundrum. Not understanding that in order to receive the new, you have to let go. You have to let go and release the old. Now, I'm not saying that you have to get rid of all of your mother's things, or that special tie that was your father's, or that ring that your grandfather gave you. There are going to be some things that you're going to want to keep and pass down to your family. But I promise you, half of the clothes in your closet, you don't need them. You can buy new clothes. Out of those 1,000 photographs that you have, you can winnow that number down to 200, let's just say. Out of the 1,000 books that you had, that's me, you can narrow those down to 50 or 60 or less. You can also buy new books, or you can put those things online. You can take a photograph, or you can digitally catalog your photographs. Okay? Don't just hang on to stuff and let it collect dust and keep you from moving where you need to be. So be willing to let go. Let go. Open up your hand so that something new can come in. Open so something new can come in. The fifth thing is really just sitting on your dream, not going for the big dream. Being willing to settle for a piece of the dream. Or being willing to not move toward it at all. It's so important that you're willing to go for that dream, the big dream, because it's important. It's inside you. It was given to you. It was birthed in you. You deserve to have it. You don't have to stay where you're not wanted. You don't have to stay where you're tolerated. You don't have to stay where people put up with you. You don't have to stay in areas that are unsafe. You can release that balloon of creativity that's going to take you to the next place. So the fifth thing is thinking small. So let me just go over those things again. This is what I see over and over with women who are struggling to make the moves that they want to make. Number one, overanalyzing, intellectualizing, not being willing to put any skin in the game or get your feet on the ground. I know that once you get your feet on the ground, if you want to make a move to another place, once you get there and see that area, it's amazing what opens up, what information will open up for you because you've made that commitment. So not getting your feet on the ground, overanalyzing, over-intellectualizing, and trying to find out your experience through someone else's experience. The second one is being moved by fear instead of the knowledge-based research that you've conducted already and your intuition. The third one is being stuck in tradition. The fourth one is being unwilling to let go. And the fifth one is thinking small. Okay? So those are the things that I'm seeing that are getting in the way. I want to share with you that one of the things that my business partner and colleague, Donna Jones, are doing in the Chapala area of Mexico is we are actually having and hosting our first retreat in January, and it's called Jump Start Your Soul Journey. And it's for women who are interested in checking out inland Mexico and the Lake Chapala communities in Guadalajara, the state of Jalisco, for either an extended sojourn from work, an extended sojourn into the self, and also for people who are interested in considering that area as a place to live. So we're bringing in professionals from all areas, from banking, real estate, the medical community, legal, the expert. We're bringing someone in who talks about end-of-life processes in Mexico. We're also going to do a residency workshop for people who want to know what it means to get residency in Mexico. How do you do it? The income requirements are increasing every year. They're predicting a significant income requirement increase for 2024. So we want to provide timely information so that you all can know what you need to do in order to navigate and maneuver. And remember, I said, once your feet are on the ground, new information, other options are available. We're going to take some wonderful and magical excursions. We've just got some wonderful things planned. If you're really interested in knowing more about that retreat, I'm going to ask you to consider joining our Facebook group, Mexodus Sojourners. That's Mexodus Sojourners on Facebook. It's a private group, but you can ask to enter, and we'll ask you to answer a few questions, show your profile picture, and then you can enter our room where we talk about and answer questions about the retreat every Wednesday night and Thursday. We're really, really excited about it. We also know that we want this to be an intimate, powerful experience. It's the registration is going to be limited. So coming into our room and answer questions is one way that we can kind of help ensure that we're going to have a great experience and that everyone will be able to walk away with what they've come for. So again, that's Mexico Sojourners. Ask to join our group. We're a very inclusive group. We've got a lot of people who are really interested in this part of Mexico. And if you're interested, please join us. So that's what I wanted to say today. Didn't want to be on here very long. It's a busy day for me. I know it's a busy day for you all. I also have the question and answer later today in our Exodus Sojourners group with Donna Jones. That's where we have our accountability meeting. And we're also sharing information about our retreat. So thanks again. Thanks for 800 subscribers. I'm on my way to 1,000 and 4,000 viewing hours where I can actually begin to monetize this channel. So thanks again. I hope I can gracefully end this broadcast because I seem to have trouble on this from time to time. But it's great to see you all. Thank you so much. Let me see. I see some Gregory. Okay. So now, okay, my screen went black for a second. I see your comments, guys. I'll be reaching out to you. Gregory, I am in your town right now. So I'll be reaching out. Shauna, thanks for coming in. I'll reach out to you too. All right. Thanks, everybody.